somebody who will take you to the venue, that's the driver. You have somebody who is going to sell that clothes for you, who is a trader, and you also have somebody who is going to make that clothes for you. So that's to tell you that we all need each other, and every job out there is actually very, very important. So for me, I became an accidental, I would just say accidental boat driver. That was in 2018. When I graduated in 2014, I got a job with Multi-Choice Nigeria, and I worked with them up until 2018. And in 2018, I got my first car. That was February. But I didn't start doing boats. I didn't start doing Uber. I was just normal young guy. You've gotten a car, cruising around and all that. And fast forward to 2019 of that same year, December of that same year, I got another car for a cousin of mine who at that time wasn't doing anything, and he said he wanted to do Uber. So I got a car for him. He started doing Uber. He was making money. And then at the point, we had some little misunderstanding. And I said, come, let me even see this app. Let me see what you're making. And when I checked the app and I saw the kind of money he was making, I was like, so you guys, so there's money in this thing. So then I took my own car that I was using as a private car. I went to go and register for boat and all that. And from there too, I started making money. So one thing I'm here to tell you guys today is, see, the richest people in the world today are not salary earners. Even though I still work in a firm where I get to earn salary, but the truth of the matter is, the richest people in the world today are not salary earners. Those of us who earn salary, we condition our mind in such a way that, at the end of the month, I get this 100,000 naira, I get this 50,000 naira, and then I get to make use of this money. But the truth is, you can't do, or you can't live above your means. All right. So by the time you get this money at the end of the month, you probably just buy your few provisions and all that, and then you have to make do with that. What is that other thing you're doing to get additional income? Right now, I work in a firm quite all right, but I still do my Uber, I still do my boat. Although I've gotten to a point where I have clients that I don't necessarily need to take my phone to put on my app for people to call me. All right, so I have people now who call me, and the kind of services I render to them. There was one day I was going through a jotter that I had, and I discovered that where I work, the salary they are paying me, I want you guys to tap into it. Now, most of us will keep praying to God. For some of us who believe in God, you say, yes, God said he will bless the works of our hands. What do you have on your hand that you want God to bless? Some of us here will wake up in the morning, we'll press our phones from morning till night. When they say, today is lecture free day, you're happy because you have time to go on IG, you have time to go on Twitter, you have time to be on WhatsApp. What are you doing? What do you want God to bless? When you leave the four walls of this institution, in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 months, what are you going to be doing? All right, so I'm here to tell you guys that for those of you who choose to do e-hailing, you choose to be a driver or anything you choose or anything you want to do, there's money in it. All you need to do is just stay focused, be committed to it, and trust me, the sky is just your starting point. So for me, like I said, I'm using myself as an example. Standing here before you today, I already have a house of my own. All right? And I can tell you that this house I have today, I'm not exaggerating, 40% of the money I use in building this house came from these transport services. These transport services I'm telling you today, 40% of the money I use in building that house actually came from it. Yes, today I'm still working, but I've not given up that profession. I still have people who call me and tell me, I want to go here, I want to go here, and I charge them. So let me just go straight to the point. So now, let's say you graduate now. How do you get these cars? Now, one way you can get these cars are from fleet managers. For somebody like me, I have people who give me their cars, and I manage on behalf of those people. So some people tell you, I don't want to interface with these drivers. I'm buying these 2 cars, I'm putting it under your care. Look for drivers, give these cars to these drivers, let them remit money to you. At the end of the month, you get to pay me. Also, you can also get cars through hire purchase. In the Western world, once you have a good job, all you need to do is just go to these people, maybe go through the bank will be able to finance you, you get a car, and then you start paying. You hear people staying abroad and telling you, I'm just basically working to pay my bills, I'm paying my bills. Some of those cars they are driving, they don't own those cars. at the end of the month, from whatever thing they make at the end of the month, they get to pay. Maybe they pay for insurance and they also pay for the car. So all they just need to do, maybe drop a down payment, they get the car, and then they spread the balance within a period of time. So here in Nigeria also, you can also get cars through hire purchase. Maybe from your, maybe people around you, you can say, okay, I want to help you. Take this car. I'm buying this car for 5 million naira. Pay a down payment of 500,000 naira, 10%. I give you this car, and for a period of 3 or 4 years, you get to pay back. And after that, you own this vehicle. So that's another way you can actually get these cars. Then another way is maybe from your family. I believe maybe some of us here, when you graduate, there's just this spare car at home, nobody is driving, and then at that point you don't have anything you're doing. You can as well take this car, you go register with these companies, and then you can hit the road, you can make your money. So also, there's nothing that has an advantage that doesn't have disadvantage. So I'm using myself as a case study now, and I will tell you, this business is something that, trust me, you don't do it with family members. I'm telling you. Like I said, the first car I bought and I gave out, I gave it to a family member of mine, a cousin brother of mine. And like I said, for the first 3-4 months, he was actually doing well. Okay. And after the first 6 months, he started misbehaving. And I said, okay, come, let me even see how much you're making. That's why I said I became a boat driver, an accidental boat driver, because when I checked and I saw the kind of money he was making, I was like, no, I have to do this. So in order not to bring issues, you don't want to lose your family member. It's just like when you borrow someone money and then the person is not giving you back and you end up losing that friendship if you want to get that money by force. So one of the disadvantages, please, by the time you start making it and you're making this money, you're buying vehicles yourself and you're giving to people, please, from my own experience, so I'm just telling you, just avoid giving it to family members so that you don't have issue. At any point in time when somebody is misbehaving, it's very, very easy for you to get this vehicle back from the person. And also, one of the disadvantages also is, you have to just try as much as possible to avoid working late because of insecurities and what we have in Nigeria presently. So what I'm here to tell you today is that in the world of e-hailing, what you refer to as Uber, Bolt, and all that, you can actually make money from it. And one of the ways you can make money, one of the ways you can get the vehicles is either you get from a fleet management company, or you get from maybe families and friends through maybe a hire purchase, or I think at the point some banks were actually financing, they had this motor car loan or something where you can get cars and then you get to make money, you get to remit at the end of the day. So basically, in the world of e-hailing, guys, you can make money. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't look at these drivers when you order a ride and they come to pick you and you look at them as third-class citizens. No, these guys are making money. For some of them who know what they are doing, trust me, they are making money. I've done it before, I've made money, and I'm here to tell you guys that if you choose to do this, trust me, you'll make money. I don't have enough time to probably maybe give you guys everything, but I think with time, if you have personal questions, maybe I'll drop my number and then you can always call me. I can talk to you and then we'll see where you can go from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simon Oluma. Please put your hands together for him. What he didn't tell us is that if a female can also do this business, of course, we have many female Uber drivers too. They are making good money. Yeah, so many of them. Thank you very much, Mr. Simon Oluma. Please, without wasting much of our time, like I said, today we are here for business. We want to listen to those who will inspire us, those who will encourage us, and those who will tell us the stark reality of what is happening outside the world and four corner walls of the university. On that note, we'll be calling on stage Professor A. Jimo, Director, Internship and Leakage Service Center of University of Abuja. Please put your hands together for him as he comes on stage to give us words of encouragement. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, representing the Vice Chancellor of the U of A of Nigeria, invited guests, professors here, Director of the Center, other colleagues here present, distinguished students of University of Abuja, great Nigeria students, articulate Nigeria students. Thank you very much. Before I present what I have, my DVC, sir, I want to quickly say one or two things to lend voice to what you said earlier and the Vice Chancellor and what the Vice Chancellor is doing, and also to some of our business, colleagues that are here, that I think this Vice Chancellor is one of the best things that can happen to this university. For whoever know what we are talking about. Before he came on board, there's nothing like internship and linkages services. And I wish our students take the opportunity that center and the counseling is creating. In a summary, the internship is just an opportunity for students to get interface with industries while you are still studying. What do we mean by that? The first speaker, when she was talking about fashion designing, we can create opportunity for you to have such, medium-scale businesses and then interface with them. And when we go into collaboration with them, we always do it in a way that we fit into your academic programs without allowing it to affect your lecture, nor affecting your exams or your holiday. The DVC, I want to let you know that there are so many of our students that are doing internship presently with so many known companies. Unfortunately, some of our students are not really taking advantage of this. So, but you can reach out to us. You can come to the internship center. Even if you have any industry in mind and you are finding it difficult to assess them, just give us their details. We are going to assess such. Thank you. I've been asked to talk about, one, my career, the education requirements, skills, and then the journey through that discipline for us to be where we are today. Well, I'm a chemical engineer, and by the special grace of God, a professor of chemical engineering. But today, if you ask me to start telling you how I weathered through to become a professor of chemical engineering, I think we're going to take unnecessary time. But you have my contact, or in your questions, then if you have anything you want to ask about chemical engineering, then we can talk about that. The second aspect that the organizer asked me to also talk about with the student is to provide information or share with you the opportunities that are associated with social medias, with emphasis on how to improve on your finances and how to do businesses online. So meaning that they want you to know what are the things involved and how can you take advantage of the social media we're talking about. Yes, all of us, we have different type of phones, iPhone, Techno, Android, but are we really taking the positive advantages that are shared with various social medias? So, I want you to permit me to limit my lectures because I decided to select it in a way that is going to be beneficial to the student. So in the course of the presentation, I'm going to talk about social medias, the definition of what social media is all about, the usage level, the scopes and the types of social medias that we have, impacts either positively or negatively, but we're going to look more on the positive impact, and emphasis on how we can use it to empower ourselves, in business perspective. And lastly, how to do business online. Now, what is social media? By way of definition, social media refers to a variety of technologies that facilitate the sharing of ideas and information among the users, which some of us do by text message, audio voice calls, using different platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, X platform, which used to be known as Twitter, YouTube, etc. I want to tell the gathering that more than 4.7 billion people use social media, and this figure is equivalent to 60% of the world population. So you can imagine when you have opportunity to access such population positively by doing business, you can imagine the kind of money you'll be making, for yourselves. In early 2023 that we are, the global media landscape reported that 94.8% of users accessed chats and messages applications and websites, while 94.6% different social media platforms. How does social media originated and how is it evolving? Social media started out as a way for people to interact with friends and families, but soon expanded to serve many different purposes. In 2004, MySpace, those of you that are using it will know that application, was the first network to reach 1 million monthly active users. But today, we know the population of people that are using that. Social media participation exploded just over 1 decade or thereabout, which was followed with the entry of Facebook and Twitter, which is now known as X platform. In the aspect of business, businesses gravitated towards these platforms in order to reach an audience in certainty on a global scale. According to Global Web Index, 46% of internet users worldwide get their news through social medias. And that is quite comparable with 40% of users who view news on news websites. Social media also play a key role in many businesses. Marketing strategies, not surprising given the sheer numbers of hours people spend each day on social websites and applications. How I wish that those number of hours we spend, then we can use it productively to make something for ourselves. What social media is used for today? There are different categories of social medias. We have social networking, social bookmarking, social news, media sharing, microblogging, and online forums. Most of you that are computer, guru knows what we are talking about. But for businesses, social media has become a key marketing tool. Companies use it to find and engage with customers, drive sales through advertising and promotion, identify fast-moving customers trend, and provide customer service or support, and collect data on users, and sometimes substitutously. Now, what are the possible pros and cons that goes with social medias? Social media platforms allow people to access information in real time, to connect with others, and to find niche communities. At its best, it makes the world more interconnected. On the other hand, social media is also very good at spreading disinformation, creating polarization, and even causing harm psychological effects. We can see how that is affecting, democracy in different, parts of the world, including Nigeria. At the same time, many teenagers between age 16 to 25 make good use of social medias, while some abuse, this opportunity. But on a general statistic level, it has been discovered that more people take advantage of social media than the way it's being abused. In year 2022, social media and search advertising spending made up roughly 55% of overall advertising spending globally. It is also the fastest growing category across advertising channels. I'm trying to link these to businesses so that you will know the advantages that are before you when you make good use and opportunity that are suited with social medias. Now, what are the top social media platforms that you can harness in going into an online business or businesses? As of January 2023, there are 10 different social media platforms that were identified globally based on the populations of the users. And I'll quickly put you through this. The first on the list is Facebook with 2.96 billion users, followed by YouTube with 2.51, WhatsApp with 2 billion, Instagram 2 billion, WeChat 1.31, TikTok 1.05 billion, Facebook Messenger 931 million, Douyin 715 million, Telegram 700 million, and Snapshot 635 million. Interestingly, for those that know US very well, the platform that are very common in US is X platform and Pinterest. They did not even make, the first 10 platforms that you can use, in doing global businesses. Which of these platforms is the most popular? Just based on what we have, highlighted. Globally, the most popular social media site is Facebook, with close to 3 billion users, as I've mentioned. And this is being quoted by almost all the literatures. How much time do people spend on social medias, productively or otherwise? Internet users between age 16 to 64, worldwide spend a daily average of 2 hours, 31 minutes on social media as of 2022. And according to Data Reporter, which had that social media now accounts for its greatest ever share of total online time, with almost 4 in every 10 minutes spent online now attributable to social media activities. Now, what is social media marketing? That is, how do you use social media to go into businesses? Social media marketing is the use of social network as a sales and marketing tools or medium. Companies with to promote can go beyond traditional advertising to build an online presence and engage directly with their customers. In particular, social media marketing has opened up opportunities for local businesses to reach out to potential customers without spending a fortune on advert or placement. In conclusion of that aspect, for better or worse, commerce and seems likely to continue to do so. Now, how can one improve finances? Through the social media platform legitimately. I haven't introduced you to what social media is all about. I want to quickly take you through 10 ways to improve your finances using social medias. Number 1, you need to up your social games. That is, you need to really determine or decide which of these platforms you're very good at, that you can navigate very well. Connecting with people and then showcasing what you can do best. Twitter is there, LinkedIn is there, and a lot of people are making good use of Facebook. Number 2, perfect your profile pages. You really need to understand how to perfect your page, how to structure your page on any of these social medias for it to interest anybody to what? To look at, to know who you are, to know what you are doing, and then for them to know how to reach out to you. Number 3, become known as expert in your field. Whatever you want to showcase on social media, you really need to show to people that indeed you are an expert. An example is what the first speaker just told us. The gathering that you had today, some of this lecture you are listening today, there are some companies that will invite you to come and listen to those lectures, not for free, but by charging you. But as a fashion designer, she can present, she can make lectures using online platform to train people on how to show. Now, while you are reaching out to people, educating them on how to do that, I know you're going to charge them for certain, amount, but you are also making money through the platform that you are using when you have certain numbers of what? Of followers who listen to your lectures. Number 4, share your goals. Through that platform, you should be able to define your goal or goals in a manner that people will have a good understanding of what you can do, how you can do it, and how best you want to do it that makes you better than those people that are doing it the other way. For instance, let's say somebody is making yogurt in the university here. The person who is making yogurt is only, have customers within the university. But if you take up such challenge and you are doing it online, then you have more people to reach out to than the person that is attending to people within the university alone. Number 5, get better customer service. Instead of waiting on hold, for instance, when you call any of your network and you call customer service, you know some of the challenges you always have. Either keeping you waiting 5 minutes, 30 minutes, even at times hours. Instead of you using that, why don't you create opportunity through social medias, right? By reaching out, either through Twitter or through Facebook, send messages, and then they reply to you. That's what most of the banks do nowadays. In fact, it is easier for you to do your banking online than saying you want to go in there physically. That's one of the advantages of social medias. Talk with your bank. There's no way you can organize or do any business, not only online business or businesses that you can do without capital. Like the first speaker mentioned in some of the challenges she highlighted. But through your bank, you can get loans, you can get funding that can boost your online businesses. And you can do that through social media without having to enter, the bank to meet with them physically. If you have some of you that use GTB, if I cannot talk of any other bank, I can talk of GTB because I use GTB. GTB have such facilities that you can just get in less than 5 minutes through their social media platform. Number 7, use social shopping applications to snag low prices. That is, through using social media different platforms or applications, you can showcase the business or ideas that you have at a very cheaper rate compared to others that are doing it either through their shops or by the roadside without using this kind of facilities. Number 8, make new connections through social medias, and that is what we do most. That's the only thing we concentrate on most. We chat, we interact, we make friends, but you can turn that to an advantage for making money for yourselves by letting those people who are in your contact know what you can do, how you can do it for them, and then you make something out of it. Number 9, make your account secure. Now, if you want to use social media, yes, all of us know this about, yes, your password and all that. So also when you are trying to use social media for your businesses, you really need to have a very secure account. I don't want to encourage this, though I know Nigeria government has introduced e-Naira, while some people are doing digital money. Because it has not been legalized in Nigeria, I would not want to talk about it because this is a public gathering. But there are some people that are into that through some legal platform that encourage, such, I'm talking about crypto. But because it is not legalized yet in Nigeria, one cannot really, encourage people to take advantage of that. But there are some of it that are very, very legitimate. Number 10, protect your privacy. Yeah, because you want to use social media doesn't mean that you should, expose yourself or your family. Some people, when they leave Abuja to Lokoja today, you quickly see it on Facebook. I'm in Lokoja, I'm in this, I'm in that. There are a lot of disadvantages to that. People know that you are not at home. It is very easy for anybody to attack your business or to attack your home. So as much as you want to explore using social media, then you need to protect your privacy. Lastly, under that, you need to consider digital afterlife. That is, you have a business, but you don't own your life. The life belongs to God. You really need to have a confidant who is going to know more about your business, your password, in case anything happen to you, so that the business will live afterwards, after you, if it's a legitimate business. How can one go about engaging in legitimate business online using social media platform? How do you create such businesses? And what are those businesses that you can really, create? I want to quickly share 21 with you. I will rush over it, but I'm not going to do more explanation. But if you have any question, you can ask. Number 1 of such is e-commerce business. That is, if you want to do online business and you're thinking of, what kind of online business can I do? And how do I go about it? Number 1 is e-commerce business. And this, has to do with branding of different products. Number 2, online coaching and consulting. If you look at Facebook and some social media platform now, you can see some people releasing videos on, teaching people mathematics, if that is what you're good at, physics, chemistry, and other businesses. So you can also do that. Whatever you think you are very good at, you can turn it to what people will begin to patronize while you make money from it. Affiliate marketing. That is promote other businesses. That is others' businesses. You can help them promote their businesses using social medias because you are very good and you can navigate well around that. Online courses. I've mentioned that. It's very related to the first one I mentioned earlier. Then blogging. I believe that there are so many of us that are into that. And then you know the fortune that you are making from that. Web development. For those of you that are computer, literate, if I should put it that way. At Internship Center, we have one of the well-known web designer in the world, or in Abuja, that are into partnership with us. If any of you want to learn that, and then you want to take advantage of that in the future, then you can come and then we'll link you with such industry for you to do internship either for 3 months, 6 months, without affecting your academic program. Virtual fitness training. You see all that in the Facebook. That's a business that you can go to if you know, if you have good knowledge about that. Influencer marketing agency. That is, connect brands with influencers for promotional campaigns. Influencer marketing is an increasingly popular and effective way to reach customers. Online market research. Conduct survey and focus groups online for businesses is another idea. Digital marketing agency. You can engage in that for you to make more money. Podcast production. That's what a lot of people, some of these comedians do nowadays. You can as well do that, not in the comedian line, but maybe through your discipline and what you are very good at in your discipline, you can take advantage of that. Content creation. I believe majority of us are doing that. You can develop content for businesses, social media accounts, blogs, etc. Businesses need to publish content regularly to connect with their audience. Ebook publishing. You can also do ebook publishing. It's another way of you making money, and many others like that. How do you start an online business? I have just 11 steps to share with you here on how to start any of these online businesses that I've just highlighted. Number one, if you want to do online business, you need to decide what you want to sell. You need to decide on what you intend to sell to make money from. Number two, you need to prove your business idea is valid, that anybody can verify, that is doable, and it makes sense. Number three, you need to create a business plan. If you don't have a business plan, well structured, then it's going to be difficult for you to survive, engaging in online business. Number four, you need to choose a business name. Yes, that's what a lot of people are selling. You need to have a brand. And then in choosing your name or the name of your business, there are a lot of legal structures involved. Because of time, I don't want to, go through all those details. But once you can go through all those structures, you have your name, and your business registered. Thank God we have that now in University of Abuja, that all our undergraduate students must register with what? With CAC, as a way of encouraging you to have a business of your own before you finish your course. Number 6, you need to decide on your business structures, And number 7, you need to take care of the legal task. There are legal tasks that goes with doing business online. Apart from international legal structures, Then there are legal structures within the country that you also need to, avail yourself with, so that you will not be found wanting of engaging in what? In fraud activities, so that you don't hand yourself where you don't like, or somebody take you to where you don't know. Number 8, build your own website. Yes, if you want to have a very successful, running well online business, you need to create your own website. And how to do it are well, enumerated in my presentation for those that may be interested in the presentation. Number 9, you need to define your product management strategies. How do you manage the products that you want to share with people, that you want to sell, that you want to showcase online? Number 10, you need to create a marketing plan or marketing strategy. Let me say a bit on this. If you want to go into an online business that someone else is already into, and you're passionate about it, you really need to carry out certain research on how that person got to where he or she is as far as that business is concerned. You need to know about his audience in terms of marketing. You need to know his source of funding and his funding capacity. And then you need to know how he goes about his feasibility studies, that is getting customers, reaching out to what? People that patronize him or her. It is only when you are able to do this that you'll be able to compete favorably, because in the course of doing that, you'll be able to identify the gap that he has not been able to fill, which you can take care of, and will make people to patronize you better than the way they patronize him or her. Why should you start an online business? There are just 4 reasons that I have here for starting an online business. Number 1 is to improve scalability. That is scaling of business. Scaling your business means you increase your output in a cost-effective and reasonable way or manner. For example, if you own a brick and mortar retail clothing store, scaling such business is a worthwhile thing that you need to really look into if you want to showcase it online. And that will involve finding a new location, renting or buying it, hiring staff, filing the store with inventories, and paying the ongoing cost, that is payroll, utility, rent, or mortgage. The higher upfront cost and delay are prohibitive for many business owners. On the other hand, if your store was online only, you could scale without the need for such a large, expenses or investment. Number 2, high profit margin and low overhead. Definitely when you are into online business, you know that you're not going to need too much staff that will be on your payroll compared to somebody that is not, doing an online business. And that will give you an opportunity to make more profit, because you're going to spend less in running the business while you make more profits for your business. Number 3, location independence. The struggle looking for shop, looking for where to site the business, is always the problem that some people encountered. even though they have things to showcase. I want to give you an example. When you go to some popular places, you see some people using their cars to showcase what they have to sell. Shoes, clothes, and kitchen utensils, putting it on what? On their cars. But through your online business, you can do this without leaving your house, without having to go out with your car. Some of you buy your jewelries, your shirts, your shoes, through online businesses, and then you can as well also try this. Number 4, limitless market reach. Imagine a coffee shop locally owned, like I said earlier, and operated in a small town. Even if it is the most popular cafe in town, with the best pour-overs, it can only reach people in the area. However, imagine if that coffee shop launched an online store and sold bags of coffee and merchandise that could be shipped anywhere in the world, within the locality, in the state, or in the country, than a coffee shop will have done physically. Online businesses don't face the limited market that hold offline business back. My Deputy Vice Chancellor, Director, and others, I want to conclude by saying that the little we have shared in the last few minutes shows that there are unlimited and legitimate ways for making legitimate money and running businesses through the use of social media. As long as the world continues to witness advancement in technology, more digital online opportunities will continue to evolve. It is therefore left to every individual, more especially the graduating student, that job is not automatically out there for you, to harness such opportunity for you to self-empower yourself if government job is not forthcoming. Thanks for your attention. Maybe through your questions, I'll be able to address a lot of things.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, can you put a round of applause for Professor A. Jimo for this beautiful talk. I observe a lot of us are painstakingly listening to him and also putting down what he's saying. I also want to appeal that if this can be made available for the students too as well. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please put your hands together for Prof. Yes, he has said a lot, and of course, we all know that we're in the social media world now. In the next 10 seconds, I'm sure some of us are already posting what is happening here. That is to tell us that the world is becoming very, very much global. Thank you very much, Prof. Yes, today is for business, 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 business. We want to really listen to a lot from our resource persons on how to get ourselves inspired in the world of today. It's on that note that I will want to use this opportunity also to invite the next resource person. It is said that if you really want to make money, there are a lot of business to do. But one very important business is agriculture, food business. People must eat. And of course, you know very much that food business is serious business. And in order to inspire those of us who will be interested in the field of agricultural businesses, who want to venture into agriculture, we've also got a resource person from the Faculty of Agric, who is in the person of Dr. Ewola. He's the exam officer of crop science and the faculty. Okay. All right, thank you very much. Before Prof take his leave, I'm sure some of us have questions with regards to what he has said on the aspect of becoming a millionaire. Let me use the word a millionaire through social media. Please, we entertain questions. So if you know you have or chemical engineering as well, raising up your hands so that we pick some few questions before he leaves. Any question? Okay.
Thank you, sir. My question is that, as we all know that tech is taking over the whole country now, but one of the basic challenges is that, okay, in acquiring this course or the courses under the tech stuff, the prices and how to navigate to get mentorship on which of them are really related to our course, and how and where do we need to like acquire this knowledge, and again how well structured and nearby is this center in which we can take the courses, because for me one basic challenges I have is that, okay, most of these tech companies, they are in town, and I stayed at Gwagwalada here, and the transportation aspect now is really not encouraging, and I don't know whether maybe I didn't make my research very well. Is there any tech school in Gwagwalada here, sir? That's the question.
Okay, please, any other question before we should take all the questions, please?
Good morning, my fellow students. My leaders, please permit me to stand on your existing protocol. My name is Abubakar Ayu Aliyu. Although I came late, but from the lectures I was able to get, I have a little question I would like to get more clarification on. It has to do with getting a particular venue for where I can establish my business. And the question is actually, how can I actually maneuver myself, adapt in a position where I have a competition? I don't know if you understand the question. For example, I want to get a venue where I can establish my business and I have a competition around. How can I be outstanding? What are the things that I need to put in consideration in order to be outstanding? I don't know if you get the question. Thank you.
Please, we'll just take 2 more questions.
Good afternoon, honorable ones, and good afternoon, my co-student. My question is concerning CAC. But when I heard about the CAC, that is Corporate Affairs Commission, but it's directed to undergraduate alone. What about the degree holders and the master, those that are undergoing masters? Are they not connected with the exercise?
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, my question is that I'm a computer operator. I do design some using CorelDRAW to do many designs, but using social media for me to advertise or sell my designs, I don't know how to do it, so I need more clarification on how the steps